Hey, my name is Malik Shahid for WatchMojo.com, and today we have a very special guest with us, Two Door Cinema Club. How you guys doing today?
Pretty good, thank you.
Ocean blue, what have I done to you?
Just curious, the name, tell us the idea behind the name. Where'd it come from?
There was a cinema close by where we grew up called the Tudor Cinema, as in Tudor. And Sam suggested this name, Two Door Cinema Club, and he had got it from there.
Talk to us about the Irish music scene and culture.
Our favourite bands hardly ever came through and played in Belfast, so all the gigs that, like 9 times out of 10, the gigs we were going to were by local artists. So there's a really, really vibrant scene. Everyone is just out there to kind of help each other out, and everyone just loves playing gigs and writing music. So we grew up playing gigs with instrumental rock bands and dance artists and, you know, pop acts, folk bands, you know, everything. So it's very, very, very eclectic.
I know I'll stay right there with you. Though it might be too late.
What about the whole American and British pop culture?
Those were the first artists that I would have got into as a child. You know, the artists that my parents would have listened to, like Beatles and current British acts at the time, like Simply Red, you know, like this kind of pop music. Once we started to get into bands, we started hearing a lot of stuff coming from the UK, bands like Biffy Clyro and Hell is for Heroes. And in terms of America as well, we were listening to bands like At the Drive-In. You know, we were into like quite heavy music at the time. And then that sort of progressed into other guitar music like Phoenix and Death Cab for Cutie, Block Party, Modest Mouse, that whole sort of like indie scene in the past 5 years. And then we got into dance music, and we were listening to people like Daft Punk and Justice. We were listening to everything by the time we formed Two Door Cinema Club, so that all kind of influenced what we do now.
Over and over many setting suns, I have run, I have waited for the rain to come. When through that mist I see the shape of you.
As a band, how do you guys collaborate your ideas together for the songwriting and production process?
Yeah, I mean, it's different every time. There's no real sort of formula with every time that we make a song together, but we tour so much that it's kind of hard for us to do things all the time, but we sort of keep little ideas on the road and little melodies and things, and I think it doesn't really take proper form for us until we sort of get in a room together and get around our instruments and play through ideas and sort of just create. And sometimes we'll just sort of make things up on the spot, and things will take different shapes.
It might be too late. What would you say? What would you say? What would you do?
I want to thank you guys for coming on the show. You know what I mean?
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.